Let's start with hitting for the National League Build Your Own All-Star. On the National League side, hitting, I'm taking Paul Goldschmidt. This was an easy decision for me this year. Who's been better? Yes, the power has also been there of late for Paul Goldschmidt, but the hitting, I feel like every game I tune in, he's 4 for 5 with a homer. Paul Goldschmidt has been on another level this year. He is potentially en route to his first ever MVP award, which he's come so close. Twice he's come close. He's come in second and he's come in third. Could this be the year that Paul Goldschmidt finishes first? Potentially. Let's move on to power. Whose power am I taking in the National League? It's Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso has more power than... Look no further than the home run derbies that we've seen him compete in over the last few years. When he's in it, he wins. It's that simple. I've seen a couple of them in person. Nobody has more power. And he goes through stretches where he really gets on a tear, and then we just see him take off to a whole new level. He had over 30 RBIs in the month of May. That's just ridiculous. Also a bunch of homers. Pete Alonso is on here for power. Moving on to speed. Whose speed am I taking for Build Your Own All-Star? Trea Turner. I talked about him a second ago on the American League side. I'm going to talk about him now because this is where I'm officially picking him. Yes, we all see Trea Turner on the field, and we see how cool he slides. He slides that cool because he's just going so fast that his momentum just picks him right back up, basically. But I'll say this again. I played against Trea Turner in college. 2 games, Old Dominion against NC State. We played them twice midweek. In those 2 games, he stole 7 bases. Think about that. Remarkable. I feel less bad about it. Not that I would have felt bad. I wasn't catching or anything. But he also does that in the big leagues, basically. So Trea Turner at speed is my speed pick. Moving on to pitching. The pitcher I am taking on the National League side is Sandy Alcantra. He's been fantastic this year. Throws 100-mile-an-hour bowling balls, basically. This guy throws a sinker that moves like a left-handed slider, and it's 100 miles an hour. He's been dominant this year. He is one of the best players in baseball. He's not getting the love he deserves because he's on a Marlins team that just isn't great yet, but they will be soon. They will be soon. In the next few years, we're going to know this Marlins rotation to be the best starting pitching rotation in the game of baseball. In my opinion, we're a couple of years away from seeing that, and Sandy Alcantra is going to be leading the way for them. Next up, fielding. What fielder am I picking? Ke'Bryan Hayes of the Pittsburgh Pirates. This guy is just masterful with the glove on the left side of the infield. The most defensive runs saved in the National League, and he just flashes the leather no matter how you look at it. Makes great plays, has an absolute rocket across the infield. I really like it. I'll say it again. I really like what the Pirates are starting to do on the left side of the infield. Ke'Bryan Hayes, O'Neal Cruz, don't hit a ball over there. Just don't do it. But you're going to get out. Ke'Bryan Hayes is a big reason for that. He's so much fun to watch over there. The Pirates are fun. Don't call me crazy. And swag to round out Build Your Own NL All-Star. For swag, I am taking who else? Friend of the Flippin Bats pod, Jazz Chisholm Jr. There is nobody cooler in baseball, but also maybe ever. There might not be anybody cooler than Jazz Chisholm. The glasses, the swag, the Euro step at the plate. It's just perfect. And it was really cool being able to talk to Jazz Chisholm just a couple of weeks ago on Flippin Bats. And his baseball IQ, by the way, is next level. This guy has been vocal about saying he wants to be a Hall of Fame baseball player. He's on his way. That's a high task. But he could be an all-star. And who's to say that it won't be, when all is said and done, a Hall of Fame career? Swag is certainly a big part of his game. He talked very openly about how much that is a part of his game, and he needs it. He needs to play as himself. He has had teams along the way try and dampen that swag that he has, that passion, that energy that he plays with. But the Marlins let him be him, and it's showing on the field. And if you haven't, go back and check out the Jazz Chisholm episode because you will walk away amazed with how smart he is as well as just how cool he is. But this rounds out build your own NL All-Star, and that rounds out both of them. But seriously, if you could build the ultimate player, it would legitimately be Shohei Ohtani.
Oh my goodness, this guy is incredible.
Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.